Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today we'll be continuing with our Battle Frontier Battle Tower series. If you haven't seen my previous two videos, I will link them down below. But this is a team format, and I'm the captain of my team, the Cool Cats, and we are facing off against TexasPvP this week. And it is a Swiss bracket with 5 rounds, so the undefeated team or the best finishing team, if there's no one undefeated in the end, will qualify for World Championships for Battle Frontier, which is the, I would say, premier team format at the moment. So yeah, a lot on the line. Let's get into the battles, and yeah, let's break it down. Before we get into the battles, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to all my patrons who've been supporting my content creation. If you'd like private one-on-one coaching, scrims against me, some of my league guides and strategies ahead of time, or even tune into my live stream battles, feel free to sign up through the Patreon link down below. Getting into this first matchup against Hot Striker, I was the first to go, so I order all these battles in the order of when we actually battled, and I personally like to go first or as soon as possible, so the pressure's not really on me. But yeah, so Hot Striker is someone I've played against plenty of times in the past too. TexasPvP is probably one of the oldest teams in grassroots team formats there is. And interesting play here, trying to go for the maybe Trailblaze catch. Does have Dragon Pulse on the Giratina. So kind of worked out because I was pretty content on that. Honestly, my backline's pretty strong to Giratina as well, particularly that Skeldurge, and I was feeling pretty good about being able to do decent into the Swampert matchup. One key thing to note is all these battles do take place before the recent Max Out Season GBO move update, so that's something to note because yeah, that is important for these matchups. Get baited with the Icicle Spear, but at the end of the day, like, it's so risky not to shield in that situation, and the Incinerate damage really adds up here. So able to do pretty well, and I think if even this Earthquake, I'm not super concerned. I actually survive it there, but I'm going to just let that go and go for maybe a Dragon Tail down. Overall, my team looked pretty solid into Hot Strikers. I think Como had a lot of utility, and of course, if you have noticed, this is Ultra League. It's a limited point format, like I explained in my previous 2 videos, so you can use anything in Ultra League, including Megas if you want to, but there's a point system to it, so you can't run like all the most broken stuff. I ran a Shadow Gallade, and Shadow Gallade actually looked really strong into his team as well. Do get hit by Zacian, which does quite a bit. But I decided to run it with Synchronoise, gives him more play into Venusaur as well as the Giratina, and as you can see, it did pretty good into the Venusaur in this situation. So, yeah, giving me some play there. Also gives me some coverage into Galvantula, so in my opinion, I think Synchronoise was the better option. But this Registeel in the back is going to be kind of a nuisance because my Gallade is pretty weak at this point, and my Lone Ninetales really wants nothing to do with that. Outside that though, the Lone Ninetales is fairly strong into the backline. I really just need to avoid the Venusaur and the Registeel, and we've seen both. So if I just keep it away from that, it could be good. And then in comes the Swampert. My guess is that he goes for probably a Hydro Cannon bait. I think I end up shielding anyway. Yeah, a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm going to let this one go because I kind of need shields. Ooh. Okay. So does land the Earthquake, barely hanging on here. But it's actually not too bad. I need to get rid of this final shield. So we'll see what we can do in this situation. Okay. Yeah, I decided to let this go. I think I'm going to just go for the double back-to-back. Ooh, this is super close. I cut it very close, but I managed to get to back-to-back close combat. And this is going to be a 2-turn mud shot, so I should be able to get this move off, assuming game mechanics work out. And we managed to narrowly win that one, which was definitely a close one. So off to a good start, 2-0. Feeling pretty good. But yeah, this is definitely not the lead we want to see here. We have 2 things that beat in the back. Ends up being a Shadow Wall Ring, which is probably the main thing that the Como doesn't want to see. I was actually kind of surprised to see it because it didn't come in game number 2. So I thought it could be a good safe swap for Como, but unfortunately, not able to get there. I could have gone for like a shield and go for the close combat, but like they were just going to outpace me. So I figured once I get 1 shield, it should be good enough. But yeah, let's take a look and see how the rest of this matchup goes. I'm a little bit worried because Venusaur lead probably means a counter to Skeldurge in the back. I was kind of expecting the Swampert, and here it is. This actually ends up being a really good call from Hot Striker. So he goes Hydro Cannon, obviously. And then I go for the bait. It was on Charge Attack priority, which is not too bad for me. And he no shields. I was like, there's no way he doesn't shield, right? But he no shields. And that's actually unfortunate for me because I could have easily just gone double Shadow Ball instead, and it didn't even need to bait, especially up a shield. But because I shielded, it's actually what... because I baited, it actually backfired. So, yeah, honestly, I was in the position to potentially win that game. But really good call by Hot Striker, and misplay on my end is able to secure that point. So we start things off 2-1, which is not too bad. But obviously, every point counts. And first to 11 points will take it. We're heading down to Polaris, which is one of the Great League limited metas. And, you know, Dijon loves his Cordilli, so he's going to bring it. We have Snorlax here. Shadow Snorlax, which I think is honestly really, really strong in this meta. As you can see, it's on Dijon's team as well. And then we got a shiny Bow Lapras. Kind of nice. All right. You can definitely take the Surf, though. So I think smart decision from Dijon to just let that one go. I didn't see actually most of these battles, so I actually don't know how they went. Obviously, sometimes my teammates will stream the battles over Discord, so other people can watch. But I think I was pretty busy that week. So I don't actually remember how this one went down. But the Ice Shard damage and the Surf is adding up. So Dijon going to just let that go. Might have the shield again. Okay, goes for the lick down instead. It's going to be kind of hard to lick down this Lapras. He might have the shield. Okay, actually opts for the Body Slam instead, which I think is a fine play. Having shields in the back. It's either leave with energy or leave with shields. Ooh. There's Ledian. I don't think Ledian had counter at this point having the update. I think it just has Bug Bite. So that does make things a little bit more interesting. But the Snorlax, yeah, the Snorlax is a pain. I can see why Dijon's shielding here, because if you don't, it's hard to take out the Snorlax with your own Snorlax. And then also hopefully the Dene can get to a move against the Ledian before they get to a move. Oh, not quite. This Ledian is quick with the Bug Bite. There he goes. Wait. Oh. Wow, that's actually kind of nuts. So he had the move, but because it's one turn Bug Bite, he actually gets Bug Bit down before getting the move off, which is kind of nuts. So wow, super close. I think Dijon just wins that if he lands that. But yeah, really well played from JustxDerk, or JustxDerk, I should say. Okay, calls a potential Skull Bash, I think, or maybe they just went for the bait or chip and dip. I'm not sure. I wasn't really checking the energy counts. Interesting that he went Mega Horn. Maybe he knows that Mega Horn plus Hydro Cannon is game winning play, not double Hydro Cannon. I don't know. I would thought you need double Hydro Cannon, but maybe not. All right, he doesn't get to the Mega Horn, so it's going to throw the Hydro Cannon. Good to bring in the Lapras Absorb to entry. Oh, actually gets a shield. Interesting. Okay, I think that shield might be a little bit costly for Dirk, but let's see. I didn't think the shield would come up, so I'm thinking, all right, you just can bring the Lapras to absorb the energy, but again, that's hard to count Fury Cutter for sure. Lands, oh, that's massive. All right, lands the superpower. I mean, if they don't, if Dirk shields that, then he's like really screwed, right? But I think this is also a very tough position for Dirk to be in. You probably just double shield this, yeah, double shield and just like Powder Snow down, I guess. You can't really lick down the opposing Snorlax either, so that's what's really helping Dijon. Yeah, he gets a Powder Snow down. Nice. All right, scores 1-1 in this series, and we have a shiny Tyrant. Sorry, there's some stuff on my glasses, but this is an interesting matchup for sure because the Hydro Cannon hits quite hard, but Tyrant has a lot of neutral play into everything outside of the Dene. Even Dene, the damage adds up pretty quickly. All right, so Dijon swaps over here, and then in comes this Ledian again. I actually don't know my Ledian matchups very well. I think he has Dynamic Punch. Oh my gosh, this thing is bulky. I know you need like full like 296 XLs to make it, but like, oh my, again? All right, that's the second time that the Bug Bite is taking out Dijon's Pokemon when he has a move on them already. So actually kind of crazy. This Ledian's really paying off for sure. Good timing from Dijon's end. It looked like a Charge Attack priority, but I'm not fully sure. He's at the back-to-back, so made sense to throw there. Here comes the Snorlax. Okay. This is interesting. Still has the Samurai on the back. Oh, this Tyrant's still pretty healthy, though. Dijon has a shield advantage, but the problem is he doesn't have a lot of health on his Pokemon. He kind of had to shield this, yeah. I think he has to shield this, and then has to get to a Hydro Cannon somehow. Okay, just barely gets there, but there should be enough to take out the Tyrant. And so at this point, just need to get to Avalanche against this Snorlax. It's going to be close. Super effective licks. Ooh, gets there barely. I mean, knowing Dirk, that lick would have taken it out right when he got to move as well, but just barely hanging out with 1 HP. So able to take another 2-1 victory, which is really nice for us, being up 4-2. But definitely not over. We have Master League. Some of my favorite battles actually is Master League because the Pokemon here you don't really see very often, right? Especially like Megas, right? You could use 1 Mega per team if you like. You just don't see Mega super often. You see Monstars go for the back-to-back Dragon Claw against Nihilape. I think he might just shield this. Yeah, shield and farm down maybe? Yeah, gets the full farm down. Wow, pretty massive. Doesn't want to risk and go for the Hurricane, so isn't going to do that. And then in comes the Mega Swampert, and this is going to be interesting. Goes for the shield, is going to shield the Earthquake correctly, which is actually kind of massive. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because the Aggron, oh, this is going to do a lot of damage. He's going to have to try Dragon Tail this Aggron down. The Earthquake was not enough, which is kind of nice. But let's see how this goes. Oh, actually lets it go. Okay. And, you know, like I said, this is not the new max out season, so the switch timers are still at 1 minute. And you can feel the difference because you could have swapped out to Aggron in this season for sure if that was the case. Going to be running the Iron or Heavy Slam, which is nice for that coverage. This Togekiss could have Ores here. Yeah, it does. So he just needs to outpace this Togekiss. Oh! Just barely gets there. Is Heavy Slam enough? From a Mega Aggron, I gotta say it's gotta be, right? Super effective? Yeah. It would take out that that Togekiss, which is nice. Obviously, winning lead was definitely solid for Monstars, but this is a very losing matchup. Oh, okay. And they bring in the Togekiss. This is actually interesting because Togekiss is not really a true Florges counter either. Florges can definitely win this matchup, especially because Monstars had a ton of energy coming into this. Movesets are hidden here, so it's possible that he had Moonblast, but Sharky was choosing not to shield either way. Okay, shields. But Monstars could grab the second shield pretty easily here, I think. Yeah, goes for it. He has all water moves on this Kyogre. I think for just better matchups against everything besides the Goodra. So you definitely don't want it on the Goodra. Okay. Throws a move before he gets the Petal Blizzard, which I think is fine. Then now you have this matchup, and now you have... Okay. That's actually not too bad. It's going to be probably just Thunder Punch. This is definitely not Draco Meteor because they didn't even build up to it. Damage doesn't do too much here. Oh, this is really nice. I mean, if he shields, he's in a tough spot, right? Because now the Kyogre can finish this off. And he can just shield whatever the Kyogre throws, maybe. Oh, they don't get to move. Nice. Origin Pulse is here, and it's going to throw it. Origin Pulse is going to be a way more energy-efficient move, and almost one-shots, actually. Nice. Yeah, Origin Pulse, I think, is definitely the play here. You know, outside of Goodra, but getting to a Blizzard is really hard into a Goodra anyway, so... Okay, this is actually a pretty solid matchup. Surprised Sharky is staying in here. But there is also the Florges in the back. Okay, he's going to just let this go. Wow. I think it's pretty safe to assume that there is... Oh, actually is running Draco Meteor. Interesting. Draco Meteor Thunder Punch. Maybe that's why I didn't get to Aqua Tail earlier. That makes a lot more sense. Or actually... Yeah, Aqua Tail against the Kyogre, I should say. Because I think he would have gotten to it for sure. If not. Alright, this Florges is going to start getting chunked by these Hydro Cannons. Go for the Petal Blizzard. Let's see if this lands. It would be interesting if it does. Oh my gosh, and it lands. Alright, that's massive. Probably not expecting it, but we haven't seen the second move yet. And probably putting everything on this Togekiss. But the Hydro Cannon, or the Petal Blizzard landing is huge for Monstars. And they choose not to shield. So maybe you just like go for fast attack pressure? I don't even know. What is this? Meteor Beam? Yeah, Meteor Beam. It's going to be nice because you're going to boost the attack of this Aggron. Oh, that's massive. Yeah. Okay. Goes for a Heavy Slam, which they have to kind of shield. And then now Dragonite's going to try to get to Dragon Claw. I don't even know if you need to or not. We saw Ancient Power as well, so we know that it can't be Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, doesn't even need the other move. All right. Big 3-0 from Monstars. Huge plays from him. Now we're going to Auburn versus 2 Quails. The Dene versus Kanto Raichu. You don't see this super often. Going straight for the play rough though, not going to mess around. Wow, and lands it too. That's huge. This thing could have wild charge, so definitely solid shield. First wild charge is going to come through. And Auburn's Sable has a decent lead here. Energy lead, I should say. His is Power Gem. The opposing one could also be Power Gem. It might just be a purified one. He'll like throw people off. But yeah, this is interesting so far. No shields. Okay. Going to opt to shield wherever the third one's left because Raichu is pretty much out of the picture at this point. Oh, ends up being Shadow Lapras, which I didn't see the last Pokemon of Auburn. What was it? Oh, Frostlass. It's going to be kind of hard, especially with the shield advantage. I think Lapras just, yeah, Ice Shards down. This is really dicey. I think Auburn has to catch a move on the Sableye at some point, but even then it's kind of hard. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to take a water break real quick because I'm going to talk for a second. Okay, going straight for the Shadow Ball. It's kind of a 50-50 call here. But the opponent is going to call it. Oh, tries to catch. Unfortunately, doesn't. And has a Shadow Ball, but I don't think Shadow Ball is even enough. Has to throw it. Oh, Raichu has a move, right? Yeah, Raichu definitely has a move. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, maybe Raichu didn't have a move. Wow, okay. I thought Auburn lost that for sure. But the Shadow Ball was able to take it out. Okay. Well, we'll take a point there. I'm surprised. But, okay. This is pretty interesting lead for the most part. You don't want this on the Credilli. So, definitely could be solid there. Going straight for the Power Gem. Does the opponent shield here? No, it doesn't shield. Oh my gosh. It's a massive Power Gem. And then comes into the Dene with the Farm Down, which is pretty nice. You really just want to see the Aridos here. And there is no Aridos, actually, which is kind of a solid outcome for Auburn. He is able to get one shield here. I think it hangs on from the serve. Gets the other move off? Yeah, does. Okay, that's massive. Do we see both shields being spent here? I think so, yeah. I mean, I like the... I think it's the right play from Two Quails for sure. But this gets kind of weird too. Okay, catches the move on the Sableye. That's fine. And then maybe Auburn swaps. Okay, swaps over. You get tank... Yeah. He could tank one foul play. Should be able to land this one before they throw. Okay. It's pretty big. What's his second move? Is it Stone Edge? It's gotta be Stone Edge, right? He has two rock moves. Ooh. Okay, he gets denied there. But I think he survives. Oh, wow. They went Skull Bash? Okay. It's an interesting Skull Bash because, like, either way, I mean, I guess unless it goes... No, but it's resisted. I think maybe Two Quails just recognized that game was over. All right, 2-0 so far for Auburn. Really nice. We have the Battle of the Mice again to start things off. Or I guess, like, one's kind of a rat. And the other one's a mice. Okay. Wild Charge is coming through. So Titan comes out. So Titan's an interesting one for sure. I think it's a very heavy XL Pokemon as well. Swaps over to the Frostlass. Maybe for aggressive farm down. I think this has Avalanche and Body Slam. Both resisted, but the Avalanche kind of hurts. Okay, Auburn's just very content on just letting this go. Okay, let's see how this goes. We're going to build up to double Avalanche and then throw. So it has the Avalanche for whatever's in the back. Avalanche is going to be neutral against everything except for the Lapras. Does he get to the Shadow Ball? No, I don't think so. So this Banked Energy is not that useful for Auburn unless he shields. And really good counting from Two Quails not to shield. It's kind of weird. This Shadow Lapras is really strong, honestly, into Auburn's team because it has a lot of play into everything. Whereas, yeah. Oh, fantastic catch. Yeah, it's going to let this go. It's kind of weird, too, because there was some energy. Oh, my gosh. This Raichu still, like, has a ton of health. I don't know if Auburn can pull this one off. Let's see, though. Yeah, he had the shield. Probably a Brick Break. Yeah. Debuff now. He needs to get to two foul plays. I don't know if he gets to this next one or not. It's going to be close. Nah, not quite. Oh, good try, though. Really close. Still 2-1, though, for Auburn, which we'll definitely take. We're 9-3, so doing pretty solid. Just need 2 more wins to clinch this matchup against TexasPvP. But they definitely have a lot of strong players still remaining as well. Honestly, all the players are really solid. We have Bopper against Shiny Dialga. Both just not shielding. It's kind of wild in these metas where like how little people are shielding. I think. Wait, he's not shielding that at all? I'm so confused. There's so much energy on the Melmetal. Why would he not shield that? Okay, I guess energy advantage is pretty key, but that's kind of nuts, no? I don't know. I think it's wild. I mean, I don't play this meta myself, so I'm just kind of shocked. All right, this is a good shield, though. Okay. Oh, that's actually a big catch by Bopper. Really nice catch. I'm surprised that Shiny Dialga didn't swap over. Like, Skuntank resists everything on the side of Bopper's Cofagrigus, I guess. Yeah, even Psychic is resisted because the Dark Double resists it. So the Poison only cancels out one of the resistances. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't swap over early instead of opting to shield the Ampharos, but it is what it is. Okay. Does have to kind of throw this, but this is super uncomfortable because the Cofagrigus probably farms this down. Oh, can you get the farm down? Oh, the Simul. That's nice. All right, and then Ampharos still in the back, so Shiny Dialga is going to take that first game. All right. Well played. Well played. I guess you don't need energy on Melmetal. It's none of it. I mean, it went to waste, but didn't actually change the outcome, I guess. All right, going into this next game, has the Cofagrigus here. Cofagrigus is pretty bulky, so you don't really want Ampharos on it, but Ampharos has play with Brutal Swing. Maybe he swaps out here. He at least is throwing energy from Melmetal this time around instead of just letting it go down. Okay, now swaps over to Ampharos. Yeah, I kind of have to shield this. This is going to be Shadow Ball too. Energy lead is nice for sure, but at the cost of a shield, I don't think it matters too much. And now they come in with the Ampharos. I wonder if it's a Skuntank in the back as well. It's something that beats Skuntank or could hang with it. So it could be that. What's even worse is probably Beedrill, which is a high likelihood. Oh no, it is going to be Skuntank. Ah, this energy is disgusting though. He's going to have to catch a move on the Melmetal, and even then, I don't know if it's enough. But let's see. Also has a shield with Flamethrower and chooses. Yeah, I mean that's kind of a tough call, right? Because you kind of have to call a potential bait there. Oh, good catch attempt, but yeah, this one's definitely over for sure. Okay, well played by Bopper. We're 1 point away, but TexasPvP is not going down without a fight. All right, we get the Skuntank and the Melmetal. Instant swap over to the mirror match. This looks like a superpower for sure. So, Shiny Dialga is going to shield. This is not too bad because Shiny Dialga definitely has a lot of play. The Thundershock is resisted, but that's okay, I think. Again, this is before Rockslide was nerfed. I think he could have gone superpower there. I don't know. Does Bopper shield this? Yeah. I guess it's fine because you get extra energy instead. So I think it actually worked out quite well. Okay, I like this play. Double up, and then he could probably throw this and swap and save the energy. Yeah, I like that play a lot. Okay. Move is going to land. I think this is approaching crunch range. Oh, this Melmetal actually has like full energy. Or full health, I should say. I forgot in that lead matchup. All right. No debuff. I think you let this go. Yeah, I like this a lot. It's going to be a charge check priority. Ooh, that looked like an undercharge. Oh, okay. Almost a perfect undercharge, but not quite. Probably need a little bit more damage to avoid this crunch. Crunch is going to connect. No debuffs, but that's okay, I think. Probably going to let the first one go and then shield the second one in case superpower. Yeah, there we go. All right. Look, I didn't watch these battles. I don't know what happened, but I'm just naming out what's probably the optimal place here. And Shiny Dialga making the right plays. Combo play, I like it. In comes the superpower. This should be enough to knock out. This is definitely not. Oh yeah, never mind. This thing has way too low health. Gets one Volt Switch through. Nice. Okay, Shiny Dialga able to take the 2-1 victory, so that is going to clinch it for us. I don't know what's going on in this screen recording, but it is Bjpawat versus MajorBowman. I think like they started the screen recording late, so I don't even know what's happening, but it's off to a hot start with a Melmetal mirror already, and looks like BJ is going to come ahead in that matchup. Has a Alolan Muck in the back. What does he not want to see here? Oh, that's kind of weird. Does he shield here? I think you have to shield, yeah. Good shield. Debuff is going to come through, but good timing here to get an extra Volt Switch before throwing this move, knowing that he can't actually farm this down. Ooh. This is actually kind of awkward. Energy on this Ampharos is going to be pretty nasty for BJ to deal with because he has, yeah, he doesn't have a shield remaining too. Oh, and this is Snarl. I thought it was like bite a Alolan Mug. That could be a different story, but with Snarl, it just like takes way too long to get to these moves, I think. Maybe he has to go for a catch. It's kind of hard to catch. I think you throw a move and then catch. Nah, that's way too much. Yeah. I think he had to... I think even if he caught that move... Oh, no. Not quite. Alright, he's going to lose the first game. But let's see how he adjusts here. We have the beginning of this footage, at least. But I think I generally was able to piece together what happened there. Alright, this is actually pretty good for BJ because he has the Alolan Muck in the back as well for this Cofagrigus. I didn't really look into the difference between Alolan Muck and Skuntank in this meta, but I definitely can see the utility of Skuntank. I don't see the utility of Alolan Muck as much, but maybe he's onto something. Alright, big Shadow Ball catch though. That's actually pretty massive. I guess the Dark Pulse is much better, especially with Snarl, because at least you're doing neutral damage. But the Flamethrower is really nice for the head-to-head as well as for Melmetal, so that is definitely something worth considering. You could also threaten shields, right? Whereas with the Alolan Muck, it's a little bit harder. I think he's running Snarl. Is it Poison Jab? No, I think it is Snarl. Okay. Alright. Superpower then dip. I think that's gotta be the play, right? Alright. Goes for it. Have we seen their lead yet? Oh, the combo play though. Clean with it. Alright, we grab the shield. That's actually really nice that they shielded the Brutal Swing instead of Superpower, because I think Superpower does more. So getting a little bit more value out of that shield. Or grabbing the shield, I should say. There's still a lot of health on this Melmetal. I guess there's a chance they have Focus Blast. Have we seen it? No, I think we've seen all the moves. Oh, yeah, right. It was a really low health Pokemon in the back. What was it? Melmetal, I think? Or Cofagrigus? Alright, BJ able to take the second game. Gonna further our point lead. The points actually matter for tiebreaker purposes as well for the entire tournament. So more points is always better, even if we've already won. And at this point, we realized that we did win the week. Let's go for some more. Have we seen Brutal Swing? I think so. So I think that's why like BJ's okay with just not shielding a potential Focus Blast. Goes for the Superpower and dip. I like it. Oh, catching. Is this a Thunder Punch? Oh, that's a huge catch actually. Catching a resistant move here. And then now it's kind of a roles reverse. But this is actually kind of good. I like the play to not throw any moves, because if they go for Superpower, then they're debuffed, and BJ knows Superpower's not enough to KO, nor put it, pretty much won't be in Thundershock range, because this is all resisted. So, alright, does get finish off with the Thunder Punch. Ooh, gets Poison Jab down. Oh, okay, Beedrill coming in. Beedrill's definitely one of the better answers to Skuntank. You can see the Poison Jab damage does way more, but also, like, the moves, I think, are much faster pacing for the Beedrill. And you have the super effective Drill Run as an option. I mean, they have super effective Flamethrower, but, you know, you can get to the Drill Run faster than the Flamethrower will. So that's going to be nice. Okay. Goes for the move here instead of farming down, which is probably the right strategy. Oh, yeah, because he doesn't even have shields. Goes for another Exorcist Bait. I like this, because if you go for the Drill Run, then they have to, they might farm you all the way down. But another combo play from BJ. Let's go. 13-5. I think this is our last match. It's going to be DFH versus NHoff. I haven't seen any of these battles either, because our teammate DFH is all the way in Japan and likes to do his battles on his own, which is totally fair. All right. Say swaps in the Trevenants. I didn't remember. I didn't catch the lead. Maybe it was the Skelders? Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Gets the full Dragon Tail down, which is nice. This... so it's open. It's open Great League, right? Which is just like what do you call it? Just like the Ultra League and Master League, where their point systems, everything's eligible technically. Oh, it's Dunsparce was the lead. I gotcha. But I just think it's wild that both players actually have Hakamo, Hakamo O, which is like, you know, I don't think it's that common, but both end up running it this time, which is kind of nice to see, because definitely a slightly different meta. Dunsparce, unfortunately, is not fully buffed for this season, for this specific battle. I think this is Brick Break. Let's see. That looks like Brick Break, yeah, with the guaranteed debuff. Sorry, I don't know how to read Japanese, but that's just my guess. And doesn't get to the Dragon Claw, but that's fine. This stuff is going to be kind of hard to take out. But goes for the Thunder Shock. I like this play. Grabs the shields. I think can safely no shield a potential Braybird. Ends up being Sky Attack. Should be able to get to this Thunder Shock or Discharge off. Yeah. So I was not saying the words right. Goes for the aggressive Stealing Down, but doesn't quite get it. Stuff is able to clean up here, and then Dunsparce is going to struggle into Azumarill, even if it's buffed at this point. All right, we're going to go to game number 2 here. Let's see how this goes. It's going to be a Trevenant into Azumarill, so definitely not a good lead for DFH. Safe swaps the Mantine. Does have Water Pulse, which is slightly more damage than Ice Beam, so is going to make this matchup a little bit nicer. This is kind of a weird matchup for sure, though, because if the Brightbird isn't landing or Sky Attack's being thrown instead, it could definitely favor the Mantine, even though Mantine's, wing attacks are resisted. Steel Wing's technically resisted as well, so I guess it kind of all evens out. Alright, DFH going to just straight up give up switch advantage here. Pretty confident on that. Is going to throw Ice Beam as well, which is nice. Trevenant does end up just eating it. And then, oh, this is Skeldritch in the back. It's not a great matchup either for NHoff, so this Hakamo-O is going to be doing some work here for sure. Oh, goes for the full Dragon Tail down. Oh, wow. Okay, no shield spent on either side. So that's going to be another point. 2-0 so far for DFH. And this is definitely a good lead. Man, this Hakamo-O has like nowhere to go, unfortunately, because the Azumarill is going to be really strong. The Azumarill is going to wall it off too. Yikes. Honestly, one of the best matchups was probably that Mantine. But, there's no way to know that for sure, right? Dunsparce Safe Swap comes out. Ooh, this might put it into a Dragon Tail farm down range. Let's see if DFH can get to her or not. Might have to throw a move. Yeah, throws just on time. You can see a charge attack priority. So, good timing. But this does allow NHoff to farm this down. Oh, yeah. And doesn't even get to the move there. Oh, and there's Trevenant in the back. Yeah, this is really tough. I mean, that team was ABA weak to Mantine, right? So that would have been a hard matchup either way the moment Dunsparce came out. But looks like no shields are spent again in game number 3. So only shields spent in one game. And then both trainers choosing not to spend any shields. Recording is going to end there. But yeah, that's going to be it for this week. And looks like we were able to take it. With this win as well over TexasPvP, I believe we've gone through 2 full weeks without dropping a single series, which is nice. GG's to TexasPvP for the battles this week, even though the score might not reflect it. I think they played really well across the board. And yeah, stay tuned for more footage from Battle Frontier Battle Tower. If you like the team format, just drop some comments down below on what you like about it. Thank you all for joining in. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a like and share, subscribe for future content. Hit that notification bell to get alerted right when I post a new video. And I'll catch you all next one. Peace.